Ben Johnson, who apparently is doubling down. He's pulling a Rom on his Packers hatred. Here's some Ben Johnson from his presser yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, there's a rivalry that exists between these two teams, something that I fully recognize and I'm a part of. And yeah, I mean, I don't like that team. So George and I have talked, and we're on the same page.
Who's George?
George McCaskey, I believe.
the owner.
Oh, they're on the same page.
Good.
Yeah.
So just do
Right,
you, buddy.
There should be hatred between bitter rivals. Like Caps fans, they hate Pens fans, and they hate the Penguins. Cowboys
But you
fans
wouldn't
hate the
see
Eagles
Spencer
fans.
Carberry say "F the Penguins." He's just not going to do it. He'll do it behind closed doors.
You know what?
Yeah.
100 times out of 100.
I kind of would want to see Carbs do it because
You'd be fine with it.
He's got a salty mouth. We already know that. We've seen it in all the
course.
Caps videos that they post.
Well, every
post
coach
victory.
does.
And if Carbs is in the locker room and says "F the Pittsburgh
Gibbs
Penguins,"
didn't. No.
I think I would actually like him more.
No, hold
I'd
on.
have more respect for
I'm
Coach
sure he
Carbs.
does that a million times.
Yeah.
I'm saying he's not going to do that for the cameras.
He's probably too
not.
media savvy to do it. But if he got caught,
Classy would be the word I would use.
But if he got caught on the cameras, it wouldn't make me think less of him. It would make me personally think more of him.
Do you think any
that's
part?
just me.
Do you think any part of Ben Johnson regrets saying that on the
No, it
camera?
doesn't appear like
I
it.
don't
That's
think
the whole
so.
point.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he cares. I think he has bought into this rivalry fully. He's
And he
into
doesn't like LaFleur. He doesn't like the Packers.
He embraces it.
I think the handshake was worse. I think that the locker room thing was fine. He's playing to his locker room, his players, and the fans are eating it up. Just like Cakes would eat up Carberry saying F the Penguins.
Of course,
the fans are dumb. The
dumb handshake is more problematic. He just has to be prepared to eat it on the other end when they lose.
Right.
Because you're going to play the Packers twice a year, and you're going to lose. And so LaFleur can come back and do the same thing to him. And he's got to be prepared to eat it.
You know what else I did when I was at the Wiz Pelly's game? I didn't do it every time.
booed.
Whenever Jordan Poole touched the ball, I joined most of the people that were in the crowd. Boos raining down on Jordan Poole. I didn't do it every time,
That is
but it was fun when he
I
would
thought
get the
you were
ball.
anti-booer.
No, I am.
I know you
big
are.
time.
Anti-booer.
I'm big time anti.
I'm not a huge booer, but
It's
I
embarrassing.
throw in a boo.
I don't think I've ever booed in my
Sure,
time.
you weren't
Oh, I
saying.
have.
You sure you weren't saying.
No, there was not a pool party. Okay, there was no pool party. Look at his line too. By
Let
the
me
way,
ask you a
he had a
question.
horrible
Yeah,
game.
When Jordan
it wasn't
Poole
good.
had the ball, did you give him the finger too?
Did not do that because I don't cross the line.
1-800-636-1067.
Booing is not crossing a line.
Is Ben Johnson going too far?
low
Because
class.
what Ben Johnson did yesterday, he could have said, because he was asked about the handshake. Mm-hmm. He was asked about both things. He could have said, you know what? Maybe I should have given a better handshake.
Right.
And looked at him versus running off. But he's entrenched. He dug in deeper. Mm-hmm. Did he go too far by digging in deeper? 1-800-636-1067. I just think what he's done now is, I think he could have been classier with the handshake. I have less of a problem. You have more of a problem with the F the Packers on
The
cameras.
handshake is embarrassing.
The
too.
handshake, I have more of a problem with.
That could seem like way more people than the goofy F the Packers in the
I
locker
don't.
room.
How is LaFleur off the hook for his handshake that he did to Ben?
I'll tell you, and I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you brought it up because I re-listened to it yesterday. I wanted my daughter to hear the segment. Because LaFleur may have done that, but remember at the introductory press conference, Ben Johnson is the one that started this whole thing at the introductory.
Kind of
press
jokingly.
conference. Yeah,
To be
sure.
fair, I mean, it's
but
just-
he's calling out a guy saying I actually, but he's personally calling him out. So it's not like he said I love beating the Packers. He goes, I really actually like beating Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
Like Matt LaFleur had done something to offend him. And to my understanding, at that point there had been nothing. He just made a point. So he started
He did do
this.
something to offend him. He's coaching the Packers. That's what offends him. And that's why he's embracing the rivalry.
You don't understand. There's a difference. Embrace the rivalry. Great. I like rivalries.
He's playing up he's the villain. He's
but
stepping
why
into
are
that
you
role.
personalizing it with the coach? That's where I have a
he's
problem.
coaching the Packers.
Okay, but he
That's
didn't
why.
necessarily do that when he says F
That's
the
exactly
Packers.
why.
And
he's
that
not doing
instance
it.
different. No, but Valdez is trying to say that Ben Johnson is okay for this because LaFleur gave him some weird handshake.
what I'm saying,
Johnson started it.
Right. But in this particular week, Ben Johnson and the players are responding to the Packers players say, "Bring on the Bears." Like they were embracing their opponent.
That's fine.
So they took it
Bring
personally.
On the Bears, F the Packers.
I know.
The players say it.
They
That's
took
fine.
it personally. They took it as an affront.
Okay, fine.
And then they come back and they beat them. That's why they were then sticking it to them to say F the Packers.
Well, by the way, I don't care if the players do it either.
I mean,
fine.
Well, then, why can't you go back to when Aaron Rodgers is shouting, "I effing own you" to all of the Bears
right, doing
fans?
discount double check.
Yeah, to their face after he scores a touchdown.
I think he's doing that in response to them heckling him, but I would say that wasn't his greatest moment.
Look, it's a heated rivalry.
For sure.
It's a heated rivalry with the players. I told you when Caleb hit DJ Moore to win that game on that bomb, DJ Moore gets interviewed afterwards, and he's wearing the cheese grater.
Yeah.
They're like it's the whole thing.
Yeah, I understand the context. I understand,
but you feel
the situation.
You feel like what Ben Johnson did in the locker room was too far. I think the handshake was worse.
The locker room with the camera, because he did it for it's with the cameras. If it wasn't for the camera, if it was just to the team, which I know they do all the time, that's perfectly normal, acceptable. I'm going to encourage it. I just think you have to have a better front for your organization. You're the leader of men. Just have a little class. That's all. I'm asking for class. It's not much. Not asking for much.
His owner's in lockstep with him. It's not like his owner's like, don't do that. Like his owner's like, they're good with being the villains. They're embracing it.
I think he would have been better off yesterday. Like, to go to my question, if you want to chime in, 1-800-636-1067. I think he could have said something yesterday like, you know what, I respect that organization. I should have, looked him in the eye, shake his hand. Should always say that.
Of course he should have said that.
I respect LaFleur, respect whatever.
Of course he should have
said that.
But
in the moment in the locker room, even with cameras on, I got no problem with F the Packers. It's not that much different than Jimmy Johnson going, how about them Cowboys? I know you're not bringing the other team into the occasion, but the locker room is a scene when they win where people go nuts.
I know, but it's now a made-for-TV event. Like, they wait. They don't do that right away. Guys change, whatever. And then they have it. It's a made-for-TV event now. It's a different bit.
Let's listen to the audio of what Jay Gruden had to say about Ben Johnson.
Seems a little odd and distasteful in my mind. The game's over. No need to rub it in and kick guys while they're down. It was a very competitive game, very competitive season for the Green Bay Packers, and it's a gut-wrenching loss for them. The kicker missed the extra point and the field goal and had some mismanagement of the clock, and then they kick them while they're down is unprofessional in my opinion. He's a very competitive guy. He likes the rivalry. I get that. During the game, you yell whatever you want to yell, but after the game, man, shake their hands and give them the respect they deserve. That was unnecessary in my mind.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Oh, my God. That's it. Where's the mic drop?
You're also in the tank for Gruden.
I didn't even know. By the way, I'd never heard that clip before.
I had neither.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean he's right.
Mic drop moment for your boy.
Well, it just means you have somebody that agrees.
That's his opinion.
Again, doesn't mean you're right. It's
we can go find a bunch of people that agree with us. It's easy.
Find some professionals. I mean, I just don't know how anybody could justify what he did and say that's classy and acceptable.
No, I don't say it's classy.
Everyone knows it's not classy.
I know it's not classy.
On the handshake portion. But as far as saying F the Packers in the locker room, I don't think it's a big
cameras.
deal. I don't think it's a big deal at all.
I don't.
Everything.
I think it just makes it more interesting the next time they play each other.
Well, that's true.
It's going to be interesting next year.
Eric will deny it, but deep down, I think there's something about Ben Johnson spurning the Commanders, and that doesn't sit well with Eric.
Would you like me to swear on my children? Get a Bible. This is why, Valdez. I never wanted him. I thought he was a dweeb.
I know, but he dumped you first, right?
That's why I didn't want him.
Not true. That's false also. I said I don't want that dweeb while they were pursuing him.
Because you didn't like his personality.
I thought he was a dweeb. And he actually is. Now, he's a little more alpha than I thought.
He's got more personality than we thought.
Testosterone than I originally gave him credit for. I'll say that.
And he can coach.
And I'll say he's a good coach, he appears to be.
I offer you the chance to swap Dan Quinn for him. You wouldn't do it right now?
He's going to say no. He's going to stick to his guns.
Do I think he's a better
swap?
Do I think he's a better
at first?
I know you did, Kate.
I don't know.
Documented.
Maybe. I mean, he's a better offensive coordinator probably than Cliff Kingsbury. I'll say that. I have no problem with his X's and O's. I have a problem with his decorum.
Well, his X's and O's seem to be pretty much beyond reproach.
Is that what's most important to you? I guess for a lot of people it is. And again, I hate to bring my kids into this because it's always about kids. This is kids in my life. But like, we could play for better teams, but I don't like the culture. So I think of one team in particular, an elite team that my kids could play for. We don't play for that team because I don't like the culture. So I guess I'm just a rare bird. I like being rare. And I love being against the grain. So I guess that's where I am. All right, let's go to Mike in La Plata. Mike, what's up?
Man, hell yeah, you're a red grain, man. Something wrong with you, man.
Because?
Man, listen.
Because
them men, you understand me? Those are you in a locker room full of men, full of emotion, just won a rivalry game.
Right.
If the Redskins was playing the Cowboys, I'd have said the same damn thing. You know what, the Cowboys, just like that.
No problem. Just do it behind closed doors.
Nah, heck no, man. Hey, they allow the media in there, right? So everybody want to see what's going on. Just like the problem with back in the day when they used to have the media in there and the guys walking around naked and the girls had a problem. You let them in there. Right. So if you want to see what goes in the locker room, this is what happens.
Yeah, I just think you should. You should wear a towel, and I think that you should watch your language. I don't even care language, but just be respectful of your opponent when you're the head coach.
Okay, let me ask you a question, right?
I actually love bad language.
If you at home in your house, right?
Yeah.
If somebody come in your home, you're entitled to do whatever you want to do in your home, right?
Right.
So people got to conform to certain things. I understand the respect factor, right?
Yeah.
But these guys just got finished playing the game, so when they supposed to take a shower, right? So you got to understand what's going on in the locker room. You play sports. If you play sports, hey, it's an emotional game. It is what it is.
Understand the emotion.
I'm with you on the
It
emotions
definitely is,
too. I'm repeating it, but this is the exact quote from Ben Johnson. There was probably a little bit more noise coming out of their building up north to start the week, which we heard loud and clear, players and coaches alike. This one meant something to us. This is from Caleb Williams after the game. They wanted us. That's what I heard. They wanted it, and they got it. So the team, led by Ben Johnson, was playing with the chip because the Packers were talking trash. Mm-hmm. So they get a win. They go to the locker room. Whether the camera's on or not, he's in an emotional state with his team surrounding him, fired up. Biggest win, playoff win, his first playoff win as the head coach. He says, F that team. They were talking S about us. F that team. I don't have a problem with that at all. The handshake, classless. I'll agree with you. But the problem with the handshake is, if you actually analyze handshakes, like if we went through every playoff game this week, most of them are pretty quick. Like most of them are very dismissive.
And I would say every instance where a guy gives a douchey, sweaty, flop hand handshake, that guy is embarrassing.
I'll agree with you. The problem is, I think it might be the majority. Like, I'm going to actually look for it this week.
That's also irrelevant to whether it's right or wrong. So
I'm agreeing with you.
Means nothing.
I'm agreeing with you, but then you should probably have a problem with almost every coach in the NFL.
I have a problem with every coach that gives a wussy, wimpy, pathetic, sore loser handshake. Correct.
You're going to have a problem with almost every coach in the NFL.
It also depends on the relationship between the two, and we don't know what that is.
It's a weird NFL tradition because in NBA,
Ben Johnson and Matt LaFleur might have a bad relationship going back to when Ben was in Detroit.
But I've seen Kyle Shanahan do the same thing.
Is it overcomable?
With Sean McVay, who they supposedly have a relationship.
Yeah. Is it overcomable? Of course. I'll give you a classic example. My favorite coach of all time is Gary Williams. He gave some horrible handshakes. Horrible, wimpy, sore loser handshakes.
Oh, yeah, that's what it was, yeah.
So is it overcomable, in my opinion? For me, I mean, who cares what I think? I'm just giving you my perspective. I'm paid to do. To me, it's a bad look, but it's overcomable.
I don't disagree with you. I just say I think I see it all the time. We'll see what happens this week in these games because I'll try and pay attention to it. But I believe I've seen McVay and Shanahan, who have faced each other numerous occasions and who supposedly have this relationship dating back to their time here in Washington, after the game, go like this.
I have no idea what their
give me your hand.
Yeah, but it's...
Give me your hand, Jason.
I mean, they just got done competing.
Yeah. I mean, it's that quick.
Yeah, because...
Right, but it's understood. They're not being disrespectful to each other. They're going through the ritual. It's a kind of an understood thing.
All right, we come back.
What Johnson's doing is making a mockery of it.
We'll get into EB's entertainment page. We'll do that next here on The Fan.